All right. So we've got 30 minutes of yoga ahead of us this morning. And to get started, we are going to start on our bellies and a half frog today. But if you've got music you want to get started, go ahead and get that started. Make sure you've got some blocks if you like to use those. But in a half frog, I'll have you bring your right leg up in line with your right hip. Your forehead can rest. You can shape the arms any way that works for you. But as you bring that knee up in line with your hip, you take a 90-degree bend there and take a 90-degree bend in your ankle as well. And then I just want you to let your forehead and your upper body rest just in a way that allows you to just release tension through neck and through jaw. And take a deep, full breath in and exhale that out. Another deep, full inhale, fill up. And exhale, just sigh that out. And then we'll just take a few moments here just to really connect to the body in this space. Scan your body from the top of your head, through the back of your neck, through the shoulders, down the spine. Notice the hips here. If you're really rolled onto your right hip, as you get to the hips, can you use a few exhales to maybe work to square the hips a bit more to the ground? We don't want to force anything here, but just notice how much tension you may be holding in that right hip. And then continue to scan. And as you continue to scan, anchor to your breath and allow that to guide you through your practice. All the stuff going on in your mind simply passes through as you connect to the breath. And take another breath in. As you exhale, slide your left foot back in line with your right. And just draw your right knee up in line, or your left knee up in line with your hip. And then same thing, start that scan now since you've shifted the legs from the top of your head all the way through, settling in on the hips to give them a couple extra breaths, just to allow additional ease into that space. And take another inhale. As you exhale, slide the feet side by side, and then just bend your knees and rock your feet from side to side. You can have your forehead down, one ear down, whatever's working for you here. This is really great just for low back release. And then come back through center, lay the feet back to the mat, press up to your forearms now. So you're in Sphinx pose with your shoulders or your elbows stacked under your shoulders. Your toenails pressed down into the mat here. Spread your fingers really nice and wide. Take a deep inhale and just draw the front edge of the mat towards you as you open through the chest. Lift through the crown of your head. And your feet can have space between them if that feels better in your back. That's completely fine. Now, if it would feel okay, take a deep, full breath in, and as you exhale, press down into the palms of your hands and lift your elbows just slightly from the mat. And then slower, being careful not to shrug your shoulders up into your ears. Breath here. Exhale, press down, just lift the elbows slightly. And lower. Then I want you to bend your right foot. You might need to adjust your left arm a little bit, but reach back for that right ankle and just take a little quad stretch here. Drawing the heel towards your glute. You can keep your chest up or you can let your forehead rest. And release. Let's switch sides. Bend the left leg, catch that ankle. Same thing, forehead can come down or you can stay up. Release here. Slide your hands back, press up to tabletop from here. Now I want you just to move organically. So maybe the hips shimmy from side to side. Maybe you make some cat-cows. Your movement just to get started here. Now tuck your toes, press it up, downward facing dog. Pedal through your feet. Let your hips shimmy again here. And step your feet hip width apart. Walk your hands back to your feet. Find your ragdoll. Bend your knees a lot. Grab opposite elbows. Sway, move. Release your fingertips. Inhale, palms to shins. Lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach to sky here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, walk it back out. Find your downward facing dog. Take the inhale. Exhale back to tabletop. Knees stack under hips. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. Find your cow pose. Exhale, round through your spine. Pull pit of belly in and up and pause. And come back to your neutral spine. Left hand shifts just to the middle of the mat. Inhale, right fingertips reach to sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Right ear, right cheek comes to the earth. You can walk that left arm over and across, or if you're feeling more like wrapping it around your low back for a little bit more, go for it. And now unwind back through center. Inhale, right fingertips to sky, fill up. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, find a cow. Exhale, round through your spine, find cat. Come back through center, neutral spine, right hand in middle of mat. Inhale, left fingertips to sky. Exhale, sweep left arm under and through. Find that thread the needle. Again, your choice on the right arm. And unwind. Inhale, left hand back to sky. Exhale, back to tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round through your spine. Come back to neutral. Take your right foot behind you. And I just want you to make some big circles in that right hip. Just circle it around, kick it, just move, getting energy into that right hip. And now float the right foot behind you. Just get really nice and strong here. Maybe left hand reaches forward, left thumb to sky. And we just hold here. I want you to get a little bit longer from your heel to your fingertips. Breathe in. Left hand to earth, tuck your left toes, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Reach through that right heel. Bend the right knee, find your scorpion, so that right heel is going to get really nice and heavy. Maybe again, you make some circles and kicks here. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Find a high runner's lunge. So fingertips on either side of that front foot. Maybe blocks here. I always like blocks early on. It allows me to really lengthen through the spine to get really strong in that left leg. Now breathe in. Exhale, just press straight through that right leg, big wide pyramid. Sink back into that runner's lunge and just do that for a few rounds of breath here. And sink back, runner's lunge. Inhale. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, tabletop. Drop your belly, lift your gaze, find cow. Exhale, round through your spine, cat. Neutral spine. Left leg picks up, you just make some big circles, kick through the left leg. And then extend that left foot behind you, just lock in, toes point towards the ground. Maybe you float the right hand, just playing with balance, locking in the core here for a few breaths. Breathe. Right hand down, tuck your right toes, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Reach through that heel. And then bend the knee. And maybe you make some circles. Back to three-legged dog, breathe in. Exhale, step the foot through, high runner's lunge. So when you step your foot through, it's like you're trying to touch your knee to your chest or to your nose, and then the foot steps down. Sometimes it helps with that action to keep the foot up and create space. And again, we inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, press straight for that wide pyramid just for a breath. Sink back, runner's lunge, and just move from front to back a few times. Sink into that runner's lunge, breathe in. This time, right foot meets left at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach to sky. Exhale, sink into your chair. So in chair, I want you to notice a lot of the time we get that ski slope in our low back. So I want you to take that little tuck of your pelvis, sit back into your heels. If possible, lift your chest just slightly and draw your biceps by your ears. Take the inhale. As you exhale, press into your right foot, left knee rises. We find our standing knee raise. Hands can stay lifted or they can come to your heart. Maybe open up out to the side if you're feeling it. I like to open my arms when I do that, nice and wide. And then you can look at the right hand. Inhale back through center, reach your arms overhead. And then we're gonna twist, just a nice open twist. We're not gonna stay for very long towards that left knee out front. You can set your left foot down if you want. Big, deep breath in, come back. And left foot down. Shake it out if you need to. You can bring the arms down. Inhale, right, or fingertips reach to sky. Exhale, sink into your chair. And again, we settle, we send the hips down and back. And now press into that left sole of foot. Inhale, right knee rises, standing knee raise. Find your focal point. Open up out to the side. Maybe you look at your left fingertips. Inhale back through center, fingertips reach overhead. Exhale, twist open towards your right leg. So this doesn't have to be a huge twist here, still fairly early. Inhale, reach back through center. Exhale, feet meet. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. On the exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, step it through, runner's lunge. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, press straight, find that wide pyramid. We're here for just a moment. Sink back, runner's lunge. Now we're gonna build from here. So I want left foot to step forward, meet right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach. Exhale into your chair. We're gonna string those two sequences together. Press down into your right foot. Inhale, left knee rises, standing knee raise. Maybe this time you take that left heel forward and hold for a couple breaths. Bend it back. Open out to the side. You can take left hand to inside of that left hand or left knee if you'd like. Look at your right hand. Hold for just another breath. Come back through center. Maybe you kick that foot forward again. Breathe in. Now step it back, find a warrior two. We settle in. So in that warrior two, you want to create enough space so that you can really sink into that front knee. And then we take the hands really nice and wide here. Spread your fingers wide. Flip the front palm, reverse triangle. I want you to come off your quad, reach the fingertips. Now choice with that left hand, it can slide down your left hip. It can wrap around your low back. Or you can catch that wrist overhead. So just notice where you are and what you need here. Breath in, exhale, warrior two. Press straight through that front leg. Now we're going to take a wide leg forward fold. So I want you to turn all 10 toes towards the left edge of your mat. Hands come to low back. Big inhale, exhale, find your fold forward here. Release the crown of your head, shake it out. Shift your weight into the balls of your feet. And then inhale, lengthen your spine. Now I want you just to tick-tock into the knees here. So we just press, little movement through those lateral lunges. You're pressing into the outer edges of your feet as well. And now settle into the left knee at the back. So maybe you stay in kind of this little half crouch. That's cool. Maybe you come all the way down into your Skandasana. If you're all the way in Skandasana, I want you to turn the right toes towards the ceiling here. Get your chest up just slightly. Activate that back quad. Breathe. Take another inhale. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Take yourself to the top of the mat. Runner's lunge. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step back. Downward facing dog. Take the breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, come to a high plank. Hold that high plank. Knees up or down. Lower belly all the way to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, lift through your heart. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. And now inhale, left leg to sky. Breathe in. Exhale, step it through, find that runner's lunge, lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, press straight through that front leg, wide pyramid. Sink back into your runner's lunge, breathe in. Exhale, right foot meets left, top of mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach to sky. Exhale, sink, chair pose. Hips settle down and back. Breathe here. Press down into the sole of that left foot. Inhale, right knee rises, standing knee raise. Hold here. Maybe you take that right foot forward, little extra. Bend the knee. Open out to the side. Right hand can come to inside of your right hip. Left fingertips out to the side. Come back through center, fingertips lift. Kick that right foot forward. And let's step it back, warrior two. So we take a really nice soft stance. You can take whatever time you need to adjust the feet, and then we just settle in. Hips open, shoulders or hands at shoulder height, fingertips spread. And then I want you to feel the sole or the outer edge of that back foot. Press into the outer edge. Sink the left knee forward. Flip the front palm, reach, reverse, come off that quad. And then again, your choice with the right arm. Breathe, opening up through your ribs, your chest. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Press straight through that front leg. Just pick up the left toes. Everything faces the right edge of the mat now. Hands come to the small of your back. Inhale, breathe here. Exhale, find your fold, wide leg forward, fold. Pressing into the outer edges of your feet. Maybe this time wrap your hands around your ankles. Shift your weight into the balls of your feet. Wiggle through your jaw, your neck. Release here. And plant your hands on the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And again, we just find that movement. Adjust your toes if you need to. I kind of like my toes out at 45 degrees when I'm doing a lateral lunge. And just move the hips from side to side. And we're going to settle into that right back foot. So same thing, just make sure your knee is aligned with your toes. You can turn the toes out. If you come into Skandasana, we want to pull the left toes towards the ceiling, really ground that left heel into the ground. Breathe here. Plant the fingertips, make your way back, top of the mat, runner's lunge. Inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale that out. Inhale, slide forward, high plank. Knees up or down, lower belly to mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg back to sky, just breathe. Exhale, step it through. We rise into a warrior two from here. Settling into that warrior two. Sink the knee forward. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior, or reverse triangle, come off your right leg. Back to warrior two. Lift the toes. Let's find that wide leg forward fold. Hands at the small of your back. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, turn the left toes out. Find that lateral lunge or Skandasana. Another inhale here. Exhale, lizard lunge, top of the mat. So now I'm going to square my hips. I'm going to walk that right foot all the way to the outer edge of the mat. Set the left knee to the mat here. And I just want you to seal that right knee to your triceps. You can also have a block, particularly if your hamstrings are really tight and you're rounding between your back. We want to have a block just to bring the ground up a little bit closer. Breathe. And now tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. You're going to step the left foot to the outside of your left hand. So both feet are really nice and wide. We drop into our Malasana, into our yogi squat. So hips come down and just rock here. Elbows on the inside of your thighs. Thumbs are at heart center. Take a breath in. As you exhale, fingertips to the mat, send your hips to the ceiling, heel toe your feet together. Inhale, rise, unravel, reach to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Slide forward, high plank. Knees up or down, your choice, lower belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, press it up, down dog. Inhale, left leg to sky. On the exhale, step it through, find that warrior two. Inhale as you rise. Flip the front palm, reverse. Stay for a full breath. And then we come back through center. Find that wide leg forward fold. So you have to straighten the front leg. Turn the toes, breathe in, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen spine. As you exhale, Skandasana or lateral lunge one more time into that back knee. Lift through the toes. Fingertips down, lizard lunge, top of the mat, taking the time to square everything to get that left foot really nice and wide. You can set the right knee to the ground. Just seal the left knee to your left tricep. And just lengthen from your hip flexor to the crown of your head. Nice long straight line here. And now tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. The left toes can turn out slightly. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. We settle into our Malasana, our yogi squat here. And then notice if you can get really low, like if you're just letting your hips just sink and your core and your glutes are not activated, we want to activate. We don't want all the weight to dump into the knees here. And your hips can be up higher too. They don't have to be super, super low. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Heel toe your feet again. Just walk them all the way together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, step it back, down dog. Inhale, reach right leg to sky. Exhale, right knee, right wrist. Let's set up for our half pigeon here. Square through your heart, through your hips. Make sure that right hip is not settled all the way to the ground, that you're not rolled onto it. We want the hips square. Use the exhale when you're ready to fold forward. Let your forehead settle. Maybe it settles to your arms or to a block, or maybe it gets to the mat. But find the space that gives you ease in the body here. Inhale, rise. Tuck the left toes, send the right leg up and back. This time, those big kicks again, but just notice how different your hip feels. Hopefully more opening in the body. And then find down dog. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Same thing, square out here through heart, through hips. Breathe in. Exhale, find your fold forward. Inhale, rise. Tuck the right toes, left leg up and back. Same thing, big circles, big kicks, just getting some energy back into that hip. Breathe here. Exhale, knees to the earth. Let's come all the way over to the seat or to a seat. And then we're going to come down to the back from here. When you come down to the back, I want you to hug your knees in, rock a little bit, just massage all around your pelvis and your spine. Then set the feet flat to the mat. Open up your arms. Let the knees drop to the right. Look at your left hand. Inhale, draw through center. Let the knees drop to the left. Look at your right hand. Inhale, draw through center. Hug the knees back in. Give yourself a really tight squeeze this time. Grab opposite elbows. Draw your nose to your knees. Breathe in and release. Let's find Shavasana here. So let your feet fall open, your palms open just for another minute. Eyes closed down. Easy breath here. And on an inhale, just bring awareness back into your body. Wiggle through fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. And take a full body stretch. Bring your feet together, reach your arms overhead. Let your low back just pop up and arch off the mat. And then exhale, hug one knee in and then the other, rock just a bit. Settle to either side in a fetal position. And then use the strength of your arms, press yourself up to a seated position. Bring one hand to belly, one hand to heart. Close down the eyes, sit really nice and tall here. Breathe in all the way through your heart space to the pit of your belly. Deep inhale. And exhale, open up the mouth. Sigh that out. Another deep, full breath in. Fill up. And exhale. Sigh that out. And the light within me recognizes and honors the light within each of you. Thank you so much, as always, for sharing time, space, and energy with me.